Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm Newt Mechanist, and tonight we are going to be playing Danganronpa 2, continuing our playthrough. As the title suggests, I hope that the next murder motivation that we get is not bad. See, we are joined by Tess, Saiti, and Dastopia. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Checking in with the kitties, we have Sammy over there on the tree. We have one of them down center. Let's take a look. And Ember is sitting on my lap. Kinda looks like Sherbet. He's got a little bit of extra white marking on his legs. The critters have been active lately. Ember getting right up into camera frame here. Says I need extra love. Dangan God? Is that a thing? I've not heard of that, Dastopia. If you have a game link, you can put it in the suggestion box on the Discord. Seamless plug. Discord is linked in the link tree that you can find from the about link in Twitch or from the video description on YouTube. Hello, Ember. Yes. I'm not getting sufficient attention. I'm a chew on everything. Probably was Mason over. No, probably Sherbet. Sherbet has arrived from the side here. Hey, quit that. Quit that, Ember. Quit that. No, I want to chew on this, and I want to chew on the phone, and you can chew on that. I do not know what is so delicious about this particular piece of plastic. But she full-on licks and gnaws on it. We can find a... No. There's one. Sammy looking out the window. There, and Sammy over here. You naughty, Ember. That's frustrating. Let me take a look. That's supposed to work. Was it one on the link tree, or was it one in the YouTube description? So I'd like to make sure that that works. Because I see that I have 2 different ones, so if you let me know which one it is, I can try to fix it. Okay, I think I've got the one that's invalid. This one here. Yeah, okay. Here, fixing it. There we go. Try now, Dystopia. Should be working. Sure that Discord link works. Yeah, Danganronpa. Let's get into it. Hey there, Levi. Arriving right at the start here. Ish. Which, if you recall, if everyone recalls, this is immediately after the execution of Mikan. And we've solved the problem of the Discord link. The one in the link tree was out of date. Or just generally broken. Right, a common, ordinary progression would have been just fine. Like, for example, the enemy's lair crumbling right after you defeat the final boss, or your dead friend suddenly reappearing. It would have been just fine if things had progressed like that. That's the kind of old school progression we were looking for. I see. You were hoping for sloppy narrative. Good, good. Oh, don't worry. They didn't actually die. We've removed all of the tension from the prior scene for you. There was actually nothing bad at all. Not this unreasonable turn of events. Oh, yeah, and that's right.
I've been reborn in the rivers of hell.
We also have Robo Nekomaru. That's also a thing that happened.
Nekomaru? Is that you?
No matter how you look at it, I'm still me.
No matter how we look at it, this isn't you at all.
Sheesh.
You guys are a strange lot. You all have such big, wide eyes. Oh, perhaps you've fallen in love with this metallic body of mine. I already know what you want to say just by looking in your eyes. Then again, I am a former team manager. Shriek. What happened? You look like you've seen a ghost or something.
You...
And don't go scaring Miss Sonia with that strange mask. As he raised his stammering voice, Kazuichi grabbed onto Nekomaru's head and...
know.
Come on, take it off. Ow! Stop it. Stop it!
Hey!
Why won't it come off? Wait, Are you kidding me? It's not just for show?
Pure electricity!
It's not just for show. I've been reborn as pure electricity. I like how chunky his head has become. Some of it is like the little gorget that he's got on. Well, that's part of his torso. How that extra loop comes right up to his chin. It has removed his neck and made it look like his head is fully cylindrical. Assuming there is a neck behind that. If you're seriously Nekomaru,
Damn it.
that's my fault, right? You ended up getting a body like that, and it's all my fault, right?
Sorry.
I don't know how to apologize for this. The kitties are dodging. Scanning. There we go. Little ember loaf. Don't worry about it. A lot of stuff happens when you're alive. You know, sometimes it's just like that on a day. You get up, you go to the beach, you get hit by a rocket launcher and have to have your body replaced with a full robot one. It do be like that sometimes. Mondays, am I right? This guy has arrived for his pets.
You serious?
You're too upbeat. Is this really okay? If you keep sweating the small stuff, you're going to end up getting more gray hairs.
Hey.
Commenting on every little thing he does is a waste of time.
Hey.
But you're really Nekomaru, right? You came back for us, right? That's right, I've resurrected from the depths of hell in shining silver. And we're dodging too. Oh boy, where are they hiding? There's not one there. They're all over the place today. Come on. Making sure we find a kitty is extremely important. In this case, we'll just have to set it to the treat cam. It'll have to do. How are you even okay with that? It doesn't even compare to my eye patch. How can you accept that body?
Oh!
It's better to just be alive.
Huh?
What now?
Huh?
It's better to just be alive. Hey, don't you agree? If I'm alive, I can still talk to you all. If I'm alive, I can still fight.
Show some spirit!
Doesn't matter what happens to my body, not one bit.
Amazing.
You're amazing. Nekomaru is brimming with hope. It's better to just be alive. I do understand what he's saying, but no matter how we make sense of this, it's just too weird. This isn't a novel or a movie. This is reality. Okay, now. You have been trapped on an island, having been summoned here by a magical girl bunny, who came into conflict with a magical bear that seems insistent that you all murder each other. And said magical bear has deployed giant killer mecha to keep you contained. What part of this says it's... What part of this is so novel to you? It is relative, but it's relative to being trapped on this island already. Like, this isn't the weird part. Not anymore. They're moving around, but I can't catch them. We briefly have a sighting there. Looks like Ember. Might just be light glare on, like, Mason. Well, we're gonna have to settle on the fact that they're being tricky. This is all fine. Everything's normal. Can something this unexplainable really be allowed to happen? No, instead, why did this happen? That is more reasonable. Because otherwise, it's very much like the, this is impossible. How could a murder possibly happen? Anyway, I'm glad. That's fine, right? Right? Nekomaru definitely came back to us.
What's this?
My, am I interrupting your touching reunion?
Yeah!
Why is Nekomaru a robot?
Hey,
Unfortunately, it was truly difficult to save Nekomaru from the jaws of death. But they don't call me the psychopop magician for nothing.
Oh my goodness! Such a wonderful before and after has occurred.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I could summon Mason and Sherbet as needed, and I might have to do that. I have a treat that those two will come running for. Like, the others don't mind it, like they'll casually lick at that treat. But Mason and Sherbet will try to devour everything up to my hand. And we'll sort of fight over doing it. It appears to be a little too dramatic. Thanks to that, I'm getting stabbed by all these envious stares.
Hey!
You're really a robot. What's going on with your thought process? Is that a program too? Then what happened to the other stuff, like your self-awareness and... How many times do I have to tell you that it doesn't matter? No matter what shape or form I take, I am Nekomaru Nidai. Is he? Is he gonna power through the rest of his life with his new abilities? That kind of reaction, it looks like you really are self-aware. Means this technology is insane. Never seen or heard of anything like this before.
Phew.
What the commoner considers advanced is not much of an advancement. If you think advancements exist in colleges and laboratories, that's a huge misunderstanding. The real advancements exist in the place where you can pass on that talent.
Hey!
And you're saying that's you? Were you really that amazing?
You.
Stop admiring him. You stupid stuffed toy, don't go screwing with people's bodies like that.
What?
Hold on, if you harm Monokuma, you're going to... You intend to defy me yet again? You're quite the barbarian.
Disappear!
This time you'll definitely fall prey to my Monokuma bazooka. Once again, the world shook and turned stark white, as if the surrounding environment and all sound was blown away by the impact, turning everything completely white. And within that whiteness, I heard that voice yet again. Just a bit, Dastopia.
Nekomaru!
That didn't faze me at all! Check it out! I'm intact! I have no injuries at all!
Hey.
Are you serious? He took that blast that doesn't even have a single scratch. That's awesome. He's seriously a real robot. Can you let me disassemble you? Can you let me disassemble you and show me your insides?
No, thank you!
If I get disassembled, I'll end up dying.
By the way...
Suppose I should fill you in. Even though he's a robot now, if Nekomaru is killed, it's still going to count as murder, okay?
Of course!
It's possible that Nekomaru might kill someone instead.
Fool!
Don't say such foolish things. That'll never happen. Well, with that in mind, you guys enjoy the killing school trip together.
Let's get along!
Once again, I hope we can all get along. I like the little lens flares on his eyes.
It's impossible.
It's going to be a while before I can mentally process this. Will Nekomaru never return to his original form? If that is the case, it is a burden for Nekomaru.
Sheesh!
It's not like I came back as a monster. I'm just a robot now, you know? He is so unrelentingly accepting of his circumstance. Like, this is on the next level from the whole "this is fine" meme. Like, it's not just that the room is on fire. It's that the house is burned down and he is on fire. And it's just, this is fine. If I'm on fire and still completely alive, then, well, I'm apparently fireproof now. Go me. Sorry, I can't really see a difference. I'll just consider this a little promotion. By making a robot one of the main characters, a genuine mystery is transformed into a sci-fi mystery. We've got 2 genres now. And the hard-boiled is transformed into cyberpunk. I mean, that's not inaccurate. You could, this setting is science fiction enough so far that you could call it cyberpunk, with the addition of the ability to transform them into robots and the like. There is enough technology, and the killing game and the body replacement has that degradation of humanity element. So, it's not traditional, but it's pretty close. And it's hosted by a robot. I tie the whole thing together. You're totally destroying the genres. Ah, well, who cares? As long as it's fun, it's totally fine. As I listened to Monokuma's boisterous laugh, once again I was forced to accept. This island is not the day-to-day world I know. It's a mad world where the strange is accepted as normal. Thank you. Now, granted, you folks are having trouble accepting it as normal. Repeatedly. But that is the setting. I am curious, though. How is Gundam going to handle this? Because he is now not the weirdest over-the-top character. That is now the actual resurrected robot. Causes, reasoning, circumstances, foreshadowing. These things don't apply here at all. That's what it means to live in a mad world. Chapter 4. Do ultimate robots dream of clockwork? The next morning, we gathered at the hotel restaurant like we always do. I wonder if now they would add a discriminator to his ultimate title. Would he now be the ultimate robot team manager? It creates an Illinois farmer's wife problem. Is he the ultimate manager of a robotic team? Is he a robotic manager of a team? That kind of thing. Next morning, we gathered at the hotel restaurant like we always do. The food today is awesome as usual. As usual, as always, you sure do eat a lot. I feel relaxed just looking at you. Pause. It's impossible not to worry about it. No matter what, this feels really strange. It's not something I'll get used to too easily.
Hey.
He's also got sort of the robotic style of older anime. It's not quite, as chunky as, like, Gigantor, but it's very similar. It's very much got your, like, Astro Boy era thing going. What are you gonna do, Mechamaru? I like that. Mechamaru, you're used to him already? What am I gonna do? For food, do you need, like, oil?
Hey.
Regular? Premium?
Well...
He doesn't need oil, since he said he's pure electricity. Maybe he's battery-powered or something. I mean, he could need it for, like, lubricant.
Fool!
I can totally eat normal food, especially rice dishes. I can't keep my eyes off them. However, I've been feeling a little down today, so I don't have much of an appetite.
All right!
Are you malfunctioning? If you show me your insides, I can fix you up, No means no. It creates a whole branch of what amounts to sexual harassment when you're dealing with a full robot. So you're here too?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I should know my place and not speak out of turn when everyone's gathered together like this. However, I just wanted to make sure I spoke to you about what happened yesterday. What happened yesterday? That person Mikan called her beloved. I can't help thinking about that, and it won't get out of my head.
What?
Am I just a coward for worrying about that?
Let me tell you this.
It crossed my mind as well, but based on how she phrased it... So this is the end. This is really... Now I can go to my beloved and be forgiven. I can finally see my beloved. Please forgive me as my hopes of finally seeing you die with me.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Was as if she was speaking to an entity that does not exist in this world. Then there's nothing to worry about.
Fine.
More importantly, we should be thinking about the Future Foundation, our enemy. If that fearsome organization known as World Ender is truly responsible for our imprisonment,
If you flinch, you will die!
then investigating who's behind that organization is our top priority. Future Foundation? That word, future. Does it have anything to do with that ancient rune? I mean, there's no doubt that that symbol on the door to the ancient rune was the Japanese word for future. It still pains me that they insist on calling it an ancient rune. Like, it's clearly not an ancient building. It is old, it is covered in vines. But ancient really gives a different image to it. It implies a different meaning. Like giant unmortared bricks or similar kind of vibe. If that's the case, it might be better if we investigate the ancient runes again later.
However,
The more I think about it, the less sense it makes. Why would an organization that's secretly plotting to end the world make us suffer like this? They went to a lot of trouble to abduct us and bring us to this island. Not only that, they took away several years' worth of memories of our lives at Hope's Peak Academy. That's the other aspect. They're all very familiar with Hope's Peak. And should be familiar with at least the facade that appears in advertising. So, you know, the whole front of the building. And while obscured by vines and the like, it still has that same shape. So you'd think one of them would have at least brought up the, you know, it kind of looks like Hope's Peak. There's a lot of willful blindness that exists, especially in this second iteration of Danganronpa. It's not just the, how could this person do this denial that is just, I have to hope, phrased very poorly. Like this is impossible in the sense of, how could somebody have killed that person? How could one of us remaining have killed that person? Makes sense. Like, they can't believe that anybody remaining would do that. They thought they had gotten rid of the killers. In the sense of, you know, Mechamaru now, the idea that this is a new layer of strangeness. Everything has been strange up till now, but this is even more so now. Okay. But there are still so many aspects of the island that they look at and they just kind of ignore. Like, there's still no people here. This is so weird that there's no people on this island either. What has led you to believe that this place is anything other than abandoned? Like, 3 extra islands in, or 2 extra islands in, and you're still confounded by the fact that you didn't find people. I would expect you'd be more shocked to find people given how deserted it's been. For reasons that are also unknown, Mr. Members. Future Foundation World Ender. Ah,
Impossible!
there's obviously something wrong with you if you believe in something so unrealistic, said the giant robot.
Hey, hey!
You're one to talk. There we go.
But...
What we should be more concerned about as it relates to the Future Foundation,
isn't that right?
is the traitor from the Future Foundation that's hiding among us.
Hey.
I wonder who it is. The true identity of the outsider hiding among us and trying to ensnare us. Nagito is obviously the most suspicious, though. Even a childish organization blathering about the end of the world wouldn't accept somebody like me.
Man.
Nobody wants a worthless human like me to join their group. You guys should know that feeling well, right?
You think so?
And that's the reason why you're not the traitor? I don't understand your theory at all.
Huh?
Then who do you think the most suspicious is?
It's obvious.
I nominate Hajime. Huh?
Wow.
Isn't it normal to doubt the most unlikely candidate?
Hey.
Not just that, you're the only one here who still doesn't know what ultimate talent you possess. If we're basing this on an outsider hiding among a group of ultimates, Hajime should be doubted right away.
Huh?
Then Hajime's the traitor? It's another thing that makes the Nagito character, aside from his amazing narrative utility, is that he's not incompetent. The arguments that he gives are very on target. And the information that he gathers and makes sure other people have is very useful later on. Like, you should keep that ticket kind of thing. Because his goal is to make sure that the trial goes all the way that it can. Not that it be one way or the other, but that you see the entirety of it, and that it's not lost because of a simple gimmick. Of course not. What are you even saying? You shouldn't raise your voice like that. We might become even more suspicious of you, you know. It is obviously your fault.
Settle down.
Stop fighting. Don't you think fighting with ourselves like this is Monokuma's trap? That might be true, but... Alright, I'll handle this. Just leave the matter to me. What do you mean? I kind of expected that while he was saying me, that the next line would be that he stormed off out of the building.
Huh?
Potentially through a wall, leaving a Nekomaro-shaped hole, you know? To eliminate this tense atmosphere, allow me to present to you my new function that I discovered last night.
Huh?
A new function? Don't tell me. Is it flight? Can you fly?
No!
It's not a conventional function like that. It's far more practical and novel. Now then, let's go. Ah. Behold!
Huh?
Nekomaru is crying.
No!
Hardly, I'm not crying. My right eye dispenses cola. My left eye dispenses rooibos tea. Oh, unexpected.
Behold!
I just noticed he's not just holding his hands up in like a clawing gesture. He's actually holding the little antennas or horns off the side of his head as if they are dispenser knobs, you know? It's like a tap. Or a faucet, like a little valve handle.
Are you kidding me?
What are you, a soda fountain?
Damn it.
I know we'll be here all day if we keep commenting on every little thing you do.
Don't fuck with me.
But what was Monokuma thinking, giving you a function like that?
You're so evil.
Guy, he's definitely fooling around. Monokuma's just toying with other people's bodies. I too was modified by Monokuma, so I totally understand how Nekomaru feels. But don't be depressed, you'll get used to it. It's surprising how quickly you'll get used to it.
I'll beat you up.
Go button into our conversation all of a sudden. I'll kill you until you die from it, you stupid rabbit.
That's...
I'll kill you dead. That's an extremely violent thing to say to someone. You showing up at this time means, did you come to tell us you've defeated another Mono Beast?
Yippee-ki-yay!
Ta-da! You're correct. Once again, you can visit a new island, so please take this opportunity to get along with everyone. This time, you creeps. I ain't going. What a drag.
Man.
Even if we go to the new island, it's not like we're gonna find a way to escape this place, right?
You are right.
Rather, I feel as though the opportunity to kill increases every time we go to a new island. So it might be best if we do not go.
I renounce you!
I don't know what you're planning, fiend. But we're not going to fall for it.
That's...
That's a misunderstanding. I was just...
Lame.
How annoying.
Unbelievable.
Just stay back and leave the rest to your big brother. I'll give you an example of how to lure these guys to you, little sis.
Hey!
What are you doing? You're acting like we're allies or something.
Didn't I tell you to stay back?
Well, very seizure-y. Good, Dastopia. Next chance I have, I'll go through and validate your handle so that you can see the rest of the Discord. Okay. So, aside from the seizure portion that happened at the beginning, the letters that appeared spelled delicious.
This technique, it's impossible to defend against it or evade it.
Well, now.
Now that I've mopped up the annoying one,
Special bleeding service.
since you guys are feeling down in the dumps, I'll make you guys so excited your noses will bleed. Compared to the earlier investigations, I've prepared a special treat that's completely different than before. A treat?
Nice.
You took the bait? I guess it's true. If you want to get a shut-in out of their room, carrots work the best.
Huh?
Who cares about that? Hurry up and tell us what the treat is. It's an amazing treat. Ember is trying to get into a box. Box with lid, I mean. Don't wet your pants. Well, it's okay if you do, just don't spray it on me. I've prepared a bunch of stuff you guys might find interesting on the new island.
Miracle.
Such as clues about the Future Foundation.
Huh?
Such as parts that might be useful in making a ship.
You serious?
News.
And also your student profiles from your time at Hope's Peak Academy. Oh man, he is piling up the bait, isn't he?
So,
Do your best to explore. Take care. What should we do?
You know, right?
Our only option is to go, obviously. We might be able to get to go home if we have ship parts.
Yep.
I plan to go too. If there are clues about the Future Foundation, we need to make sure we see them.
Hajime.
What about you, Hajime? Of course you're going, right? If you look at your student profile, you might be able to find out what your shining talent is. It's a chance for you to clear any suspicions, right? What suspicions? I don't think anyone here doubts me.
What?
Ah, I see. But if there's a clue about my talent, I want to know what that is. The reason Hope's Peak Academy chose me. The talent I possess. These things matter to me. There's no way I'm not worried about it. He's the ultimate mediocre student. So terribly blandly average. Seems you've all prepared yourselves for the worst.
I'm starting to get pumped up.
That means we're gonna go, right?
Hi.
If everyone is going, I shall accompany you as well. There's also the possibility that Monokuma set a trap. We should be careful where we stop. Can't stop thinking about that ancient rune that might hold clues about the Future Foundation. But we should start exploring the new island. Let's check the Tamagotchi. What's it gonna be? It will evolve soon. Goofy run. Oh, we have regular Usami. Like her original form. I wonder if you get Monokuma if you max out the Despair. Oh, we might as well keep going. It's that 6 one way, half a dozen the other point here. Island 4. The Mono Beast that was blocking this bridge has disappeared all of a sudden. Really? I've been wondering this for a while, but how is someone as pathetic as Mono-Me able to defeat a Mono Beast? It'd just be a waste of time to think about that. Don't worry about it. It's useless to think about things that are a waste of time. I've learned that much during my time here. As I walked across the bridge, I started to see the scenery on the new island on the other side.
Is this an amusement park?
Well, it's like this whole island is one giant amusement park. It looks fun, amazing, exciting, thrilling.
Just makes it look even creepier.
They certainly have a large supply of balloons. Like how even the nominally fake blood on the horror house is cyan and fuchsia, you know? The Mono-Me house. Creepy looking building that doesn't seem like it belongs in an amusement park. It's Usami House, but it's been totally trashed, and the Usami is crossed out on the sign. And then you have the little paper stuck to the door. Is this supposed to be a haunted house? I don't really understand it. This island certainly feels festive.
Perhaps.
If Hyoko and Ibuki were here, they would have definitely enjoyed this. Could see Ibuki enjoying it. Hyoko, maybe the horror house?
I don't like this.
What is wrong with this island? Why is this here when they're forcing us to kill each other?
Dumbass!
This is in such bad taste. The sign on top of the building definitely says horror house. It's like whatever building used to be here was converted into a haunted house or something. Ever since he took away my magic stick, Monokuma has been doing whatever he pleases. I've been reduced to the role of an unwanted child. My influence is weaker than it's ever been. Not just that, look what he did to my house. This is too much. There's nothing good about this at all. If this keeps up, history will remember me as the greatest character to ever become a one-shot punchline. Hajime, you were here? You didn't notice until now. How terrible of me as your teacher to cry in front of one of my students. That haunted house over there, is that your house? It was, but Monokuma kept bullying me and it ended up like this, including the bomb lobbed through the roof. It was supposed to be cute. My house was supposed to be cute. You can't. I understand that you're interested, but you can't go inside. Even teachers have a private side that their students aren't allowed to see. Also, you're a boy of a certain age. If you come inside, I'll make sure I leave the door open halfway. Otherwise, my mommy won't shut up about it. I'm not... What's being implied? What am I saying? It's just a what-if scenario, okay? Anyway, this is Monomi's house, and it's safe to say we're not allowed inside. So it's a waste of time to stay here any longer. Nezumi Castle. Okay, well, we're definitely leaning into yeah, this is Disney. Remember if Nezumi is mouse or rat. The amusement park's castle. It's mouse themed. There we go. Mouse. There's a lot of different things I could say about this building, but I probably shouldn't say anything at all. What? Mice are the only thing I can't handle. Who cares?
Ooh, how exciting.
You too? You don't like mice either?
No.
Well, we're siblings after all.
Ah,
Not mice, I don't like them.
mouse! Ah!
They're gonna chew through my ears. A couple of loudmouths. I feel like my stress level just keeps rising around them.
Oh my.
This building is full of dangerous areas. I feel like I should say something about it. What a coincidence. I was just thinking the same thing.
Oh!
Well, no matter how fancy it is, it's got nothing on Miss Sonia's castle. After all, she's the real deal. Miss Sonia's 100% pure princess, who lives in a 100% pure castle. Don't talk so confidently about a castle you've never seen before. I was just wondering...
You!
Is a mere human going to offer his opinion to me, an overlord? Fascinating. Fascinating, you fiend.
If you flinch, you will die!
I'll play your game, you rogue. Come tell me. Try to satisfy my four dark divas of destruction. Divas. That's right, those hamsters could probably pass for mice, right? So maybe you can defeat Monokuma and Monomi with your hamsters.
How pitiful.
Already told you, hamsters are merely their temporary form. A fiend like you is incapable of imagining what would happen once they shed their transient guises. Ignorance is horrendous. That's why it's only interesting to converse with humans once in a while. He gave some roundabout excuse that makes no sense, but my guess is he doesn't want to put them in danger. Beep, beep, beep. Are you okay? There's a strange mechanical sound coming from your body. I guess it's okay. Since he's a robot, it makes sense that he makes mechanical noises now. That sound means I'm feeling emotionally charged right now. I see, your body makes noises based on your feelings. Okay. Just now I've activated my new function. A new function?
Are you serious?
Is it flight? Can you finally fly? Then prepare yourselves.
It opened? Is that a clock?
I'm able to sense the passage of time. I don't even need to look at clocks anymore. Whether it's training, meals, or baths, there's no doubt this feature is useful in a variety of situations.
Man, it actually comes out of your chest. What are you, a cuckoo clock?
Hold on.
Cuckoo clock? Don't compare me to one of those everyday clocks. This is a highly efficient radio clock. Radio clock? It's a type of clock that receives radio signals, so it can automatically update the time at fixed intervals. Simply put, it's an extremely accurate clock.
Oh.
This will be important later. That's right, it's a clock that will never slow down. It's even designed so that it cannot be adjusted. I've become a Time Lord.
Man.
Well, even if it's an accurate clock, they didn't need to install it inside your body.
What?
What are you saying? I don't need to wear a wristwatch ever again. There's nothing more useful than this. It's Monokuma. He's definitely toying with people's bodies. Oh, Monokuma. Oop.
I've been found.
It's locked.
Ooh, how exciting.
Maybe a bunch of mice are pressed up against the other side of the door.
Yeah!
Just thinking about it is too awful.
Ah!
Not mice.
Mouse! Ah!
Looks like we can't go in there. Hey there. Was this Ali? Ali? I cannot read the script. There's even a roller coaster here. Well, obviously, since it's an amusement park. Looks vaguely familiar, though. The person that had that had two pieces to the script of their name. Too bad, it's under maintenance. The ride isn't intense enough yet, so I'm in the middle of powering it up like crazy. I don't think you need to do that. It's not like anyone's gonna ride it.
Come on!
Don't say that. I've prepared a prize for you. You're planning to bait us with a prize again?
Look forward to it, okay?
All right, please enjoy the other attractions first. I'll make sure I finish the maintenance by then. For now, I should come back here after I've checked out the other areas. What am I gonna do? I should think about that when the time comes.
Yahoo!
A roller coaster. Roller coasters are the only reason to go to amusement parks. It's nothing like a good thrill ride.
All right!
Apparently it's still under maintenance, but I'll be the first in line to ride it as soon as it's fixed. There's another one.
No.
The Funhouse. It's like a building out of a fairy tale, minus the creepy-looking train. I don't really understand this concept. What kind of attraction is this supposed to be? Where are we supposed to find clues about the Future Foundation in an amusement park? How about you? Did you find anything? Like your school profile, maybe? Supposed to be a cute-looking train, but the design totally ruins it. Welcome to the Funhouse. Funhouse?
Yes, indeed.
With this train I'm conducting, I shall take you all to the Funhouse.
Nonetheless, your body will be crushed asunder by then.
Then there's no way I'm riding that thing. You'll never be able to ride it anymore.
Hey,
You know, in order to go to the Funhouse, all of you guys have to ride this train. All of us?
So...
If you want to try to go to the Funhouse, you gotta assemble everyone here.
Nonetheless, your body will be crushed asunder by then.
Normally it's like torn asunder, like to pieces. But crushed asunder, I guess, if you got smushed hard enough, you know, the bits would squirt out the edges. So maybe that's what he's referring to? Like a full-on splat. I've decided I'm never going to ride this thing. Alright, I think it's time I headed over to the roller coaster. I feel like this amusement park is missing something. That's not the problem here. I mean, it's supposed to be an amusement park, but there isn't even an arcade. There we go. When you go to amusement parks with your friends, do you just ditch them to go play video games? No, that's rude. I make sure to choose competitive puzzle games or shooting games that we can all play together.
Yep.
Well, if I had any friends, that is. Aww. Huh? Seeing if I spot another Monokuma hiding. Let's just see if it fully loops here. Oh, that roller coaster goes all over, doesn't it? All over.
Yo.
Everybody here?
Want me to tell you?
Hey, want to know something cool? According to Monokuma, We'll all get a treat if we ride that roller coaster together.
Hey, hey!
I'm not riding that thing. Didn't I tell you I get crazy carsick? Then you get to sit in back. Welcome. Welcome to the main attraction of this amusement park, the Great Ultra Delicious Coaster.
Hey, hey!
Is it really true that we'll get a prize for riding this?
Of course!
Sure thing. Totally. Don't worry about it. What's
No
that prize?
way.
That's the surprise for after you ride this.
This is bad.
Do we really all have to ride this together?
What are you saying?
Didn't I tell you already? Are those ears for decoration?
Shut up! Shut up!
I'm not gonna do it. Now, it's gonna be fine. Thrill rides are sweet.
I already know.
Everyone who likes them always says that, but I already know they're not fun at all.
Even so.
But there's a possibility that the prize is gonna be those ship parts, you know. That might be true, but might I ask where will this ride take us?
Nope.
Won't take us anyway. We're just gonna circle around and come back here. What is the meaning behind that?
You fiend.
Have you never gone to an amusement park?
I am ashamed.
I'm embarrassed to say that we do not have these in my country.
Fine.
See, I've only gone to an amusement park once during my childhood.
Listen well.
But it was an amusement park in hell filled with man-eating demons.
Huh?
There are amusement parks in hell?
Wow.
Never heard of such a thing. By all means, please allow me to accompany you next time.
Hey, hey, hey!
Don't do it, Miss Sonia. That guy has a habit of lying. The entrance fee is the blood of a virgin. I shall offer up your blood as tribute.
That is...
That's a shame. It seems my blood cannot be used as the entrance fee. Well,
Are you kidding me?
does that mean Miss Sonia?
Hey,
It's just going to be a waste of time if we stand around like this.
see?
Why don't we just try riding it?
That's obviously wrong.
Why do we have to just try riding it? Nekomaru, can I leave this to you?
Understood.
Leave it to me.
Hey, 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 hey!
Stop it. Stop it. Please let me go. But despite his desperate struggling, Kazuichi got stuffed into the roller coaster.
Now then.
Aboard the great ultra delicious coaster. With Monokuma's shout, the roller coaster took off at maximum speed.
Yahoo!
See, this is why you don't put the guy who gets super car sick easily in a front seat. You can see bolts shaking off of Nekomaru. Akane is about to rip free of her shirt more so than normal. Gundam looks like he's gonna pass out. Fuyuhiko's having a good time. Mentioned, Kazuichi is bubbling at the mouth. Chiaki, Hajime, both of them look like they're having fun, but Sonya just seems thrilled.
I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die!
What overwhelming G-force! It feels like all the screws in my body are gonna fly off! Be still, my heart!
This is so much fun.
I'm gonna die. Let me die.
Yes, indeed.
All right, we've arrived. How was it? Wasn't that fun? It's finally over. That was a little too intense. Let's go on it one more time.
All right.
Once more.
Stop it!
Hey, hey.
More importantly, where's our treat?
Yes, indeed.
Here you go. The treat is a file. Huh? This symbol. It's the same symbol that's on the door of the ancient rune. If so, this file must be a file from the Future Foundation. Will we be able to find out who they are if we look at this?
Hey,
Is it alright if I check inside?
Here!
Sure thing, do whatever you like. Here you go. We gathered around Nagito as he received the file and stared at him intensely as he carefully turned the pages. Okay, we can see we can see the characters from the first game there. See a Monokuma appearing. Hope's Peak Academy ironically became the site for the killing school life. Oh, Monokuma is not appearing. That's when he gets, he blows up after, Mondo attacks him. The mastermind behind the plan locked the students inside the academy and forced them to kill each other. The students who were pushed to their limit eventually reached a state of heightened paranoia. And that's how the killing began. The killing committed by those students lasted several days. But at a certain point, the curtain suddenly fell. A group of students united and staged a counterattack against the mastermind, who paid with their life. With this, the 6 students who survived were able to escape the academy.
wait.
Aren't those photos on the left photos of the 6 people who survived? Then what does this mean? Why is he in this photo? I looked down at where Nagito was pointing. Okay. This is canonically calling it out. That is Byakuya. Huh? He was much thinner, as if he was an entirely different person, but he looked exactly like someone we knew. The ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami. He looked exactly like him, the first victim on this island.
What?
This definitely looks like Byakuya.
Impossible!
Why is Byakuya in the photo here? Just the middle
This
part,
is-
you know? What does this mean?
Hey!
Like, what's this killing school trip that they're talking about?
Yep.
It's like the killings we're involved in resemble this set of killings that happened before. And that took place inside Hope's Peak Academy.
Hey, bastard.
Hold on. Did these killings actually happen inside the Hope's Peak Academy?
That's obviously impossible!
There's no way the teachers or the police would let that happen.
Let me ask.
However, what if the Future Foundation World Ender was the one who initiated this?
What?
You mean that organization was the one who took over Hope's Peak Academy then?
Of course not!
That's not possible. How stupid. Said the people that had been transported to an island by a magic bunny. If Byakuya were still alive, we would have been able to learn the details of this. How unfortunate.
However,
We lost our memories, correct? That should have applied to Byakuya as well. Also, Byakuya never said a word about such a past actually existing.
Let me tell you this.
He was killed before he could. He might also have been keeping it quiet to prevent a panic situation. So he became the first victim before he could tell us about any of this. Perhaps that's what Byakuya was planning to talk to me about. I cannot talk to the others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell. Was he specifically bumbling all the words today, referring to this killing school life?
Hey,
Anyway, as long as Byakuya is no longer with us, we have no choice but to ask Monokuma. How does the killing school life that occurred at Hope's Peak Academy relate to this island?
Hey,
The only thing I can say is,
true.
all the answers are in your school memories that were taken away.
You?
Then give them back. Give those memories back to us.
No.
The Future Foundation took your memories, and I can't do anything about it in my current state.
impossible.
Regardless, it's unforgivable. We'll never forgive those who try to trample hope. They should all be destroyed. This isn't making sense again. How annoying.
Hey.
Whatever, man. Just let me go back home. Where are the ship parts?
Who knows?
They should be somewhere on this island.
However,
I've searched this island once through, but I did not find ship parts anywhere. Oh, the funhouse should still be left.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Based on what I've heard, it seems we cannot access it unless we're all gathered together, correct?
correct.
That's right, the treats you can't find yet are all hidden inside the funhouse.
Hey.
Then the ship parts should be there too, right? Not just the ship parts. If he means all the treats, that includes our Hope's Peak Academy student profiles. Which means a clue about my talent should be there too. It might be a trap. It might be a trap, but it's like we're already caught in a trap. Then everyone, let's go. Let's try going to the funhouse.
However,
Is that really all right? The funhouse is that creepy-looking building, right? We have no other choice. I mean, we might be able to obtain the ship parts if we go there. And learn the secrets of Hajime's talent, too.
Yep.
Fine, I think we should listen to Hajime and head over to the funhouse as well. Looks like you guys have decided.
I can't wait!
I have things to prepare, so I'll be going first. I'll see you later. Not really on board with this idea, but if everyone says they're gonna go, I guess I have no choice. Guess I have to go with everyone.
I shall engulf this world.
Plunging yourself into a trap is an act of sheer madness. That's what makes it truly interesting. Then it's decided. He has to practice so much of his routine in the mirror each morning. Like, that is a laugh that would take time to build up, that whole pose. Maybe it's because we were shown a new mystery from that Future Foundation file, but I was panicking. I couldn't keep still after being forced to see more mysteries that didn't make sense. I felt like I didn't even care if it was a trap. And because of that panic, I completely forgot. Monokuma's traps are always far beyond our imagination. I completely forgot about that. Just need to get on the train, right?
No way!
There's really no need to be cautious. It's not like it's gonna speed up, drop, fly, or anything else.
Hey!
I'm gonna believe you this time, so you better be telling the truth.
All right!
As soon as we stepped on, the small train started slowly moving and went inside the dim tunnel.
Ladies and gentlemen, this train is heading toward the funhouse!
Are we gonna get that classic Willy Wonka pedal boat tunnel? You know, the one that was needlessly nightmarish compared to the rest of the movie? Please say we do.
Allow me to guide you all to the world of surprises on this train that runs toward glory! Please be careful of where you step. Also, it's dangerous to stand up all of a sudden. Well, it's not like you have time to do that.
What the hell?
Is this gas?
Damn it. This was definitely a trap.
As soon as that white smoke surrounded us, our bodies started to feel soft, like mollusks. He waxes poetic so hard. Our brains felt like they were starting to melt into a puddle of mush, and in the end, we lost consciousness. Like mollusks. Well then. When I woke up, I was someplace that didn't make sense. It was clearly a place I'd never seen before. My sense of reality was still hazy, so I wasn't able to react right away. Where is this? However, when I looked over at Nekomaru standing tall in a wide stance, my sense of reality felt even hazier. Man, I slept good.
Oh my!
Where are we?
What?
What is this? Voices expressing surprise and confusion began to surround me, one after another. It seems that the others have started to wake up as well. Why was I sleeping at a place like this?
Good night.
I should go back to sleep for a little longer.
That's obviously wrong.
Oh, don't? You seriously can't do that.
What did you do to me?
I assume that this was the gas's doing.
Damn it.
The gas we were forced to breathe right after the train started moving must have knocked us all out. And then we were brought here, huh?
I see.
In that case, this must be the interior of the funhouse.
Welcome!
Welcome to Strawberry House. Strawberry House? Isn't this the funhouse?
Yep.
Of course it's the funhouse. Strawberry House is part of the funhouse. A part?
Allow me to explain. Ta-da!
This is Strawberry House in its entirety. You are currently at the indoor park located on the 3rd floor. As you can see, there's a lot of playground equipment with strawberry designs. How fancy. Now then, next is the 2nd floor. There's a lounge that's perfect for freshening up, and they've prepared 5 guest rooms that are lined up like boom. The guest rooms are divided up by quality grade. The deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. Perfect for the killin'. The standard room has so-so insulation, but it's still pretty decent. And the crummy room has severe airflow and draft problems. That concludes my explanation of the 2nd floor. Last but not least, the 1st floor of Strawberry House. On this floor, there's a room called the Final Dead Room. It's all like boom. You can enter the Final Dead Room at any time, but be extra cautious when you pick the difficulty setting. On the same floor, there's a hallway called Strawberry Hall. When you pass through it, there's a truly strange, enormous tower standing tall with a boom boom. It's called Strawberry Tower. Please use your own 2 feet to get a feel for what the inside of Strawberry Tower is like. This concludes the tour, but I think it was difficult to understand with my wordy explanation. So you should all use your own 2 feet to explore the inside of the building. That's all from me. Any questions?
Hey!
Yeah, we have questions, obviously.
What's this?
Really? What's your question, really?
What do you yearn for?
To bring us to a place like this, what are you planning to make us do this time?
That's right.
I have a lot of questions, but let's start with that one first. Didn't I explain it to you? This is the motive this time. an escape game. Escape game?
In other words,
The concept this time is a closed circle within a closed circle. Like Hope Speak Academy back then, this funhouse is a completely enclosed space.
hey,
There's only one way to get out of this closed building.
killing!
I'll let you guys out when the next killing happens. Let the escape game begin. See, this isn't bad. This one is, I'm going to trap you in an unfamiliar space that is relatively confined. With the added distinction that you have the 3 different tiers of rooms. So you have the really primo rooms, the really comfy ones, but they're so insulated that it would be easy to kill in. Or the really uncomfortable ones where it would be really hard to kill in. Let the escape game begin. Huh?
What? What the fuck? Damn it.
You can't get out of here till the next killing happens?
This is troubling.
I knew this was a trap, but I never expected it to be so straightforward. And the thing is, it wouldn't matter. It's the fact that he did it on the funhouse is irrelevant. If he's going to knock them out and take them here, he could have done that anywhere, really. Since he can appear anywhere on the island, he could just pop there, knock them out, grab that batch, move them here, repeat.
How foolish of me!
Only I'd erected a magic barrier, I wouldn't have had to breathe in that gas. Let my guard down and ended up falling asleep.
Hey!
Like, why would gas even work on a robot? That's supposed to be when you make your move. Gas shouldn't pose a problem, but if they activate my sleep mode, even I won't stand a chance.
Huh?
Sleep mode?
Oh!
That's right, it's a cutting-edge function that puts my other functions to sleep, even if I have insomnia. Just press the goodnight button on the back of my neck and I'll be forced to enter sleep mode. This will be important later. Anything that's in yellow text will be important later. What's the point of that function?
Fool!
Didn't I just tell you? It puts my other functions to sleep even if I have insomnia.
Hey!
Do you even need to sleep? In order to awaken from sleep mode, I just need to set the alarm in my chest. It's all possible with just one touch.
Jeez.
He's not even listening.
How pitiful.
He probably wants to live like humans as much as he can. Such is the sad nature of robotic organisms.
Man.
At any rate, Monokuma sure stuffed him with a lot of useless functions. Anyway, Namekamaru must have lost consciousness because his button was pressed.
Damn it!
What a blunder. He must have taken advantage of that white smoke and went around me. I'll never let that happen again.
Hey.
For now, why don't we look for the exit?
But
Is there even an exit? I mean, if there was, this wouldn't be a closed space. It'd make Monokuma's motive meaningless.
Dumbass.
What are you giving up for? If we were brought inside this place, then there's definitely an exit somewhere.
amazing.
A heart that refuses to give up until the very end. That must be hope. I understand. Let's explore the inside of the building with that map we got.
Well,
Quick break, folks. Be right back. Make use of this moment. And we're back. Do the cat check while we're at it. Alright, here we go. But exploring on your own is too dangerous. It might be better if we team up with someone.
Damn right.
Deploy the buddy system. Then Akane, you come with me.
Huh?
That's an unusual combo. Could this guy be...
Huh?
It's nothing like that, idiot. There's just something I want to talk to her about. I don't mind, whatever's fine.
Whoa.
Oh, then you two stand right next to each other. When you two stand right next to each other, there's a noticeable height difference.
Bastard!
Drop it.
You.
Hey, if we're gonna go, let's hurry up and go.
Damn right.
We'll go on ahead first. Those parting words, the two of them left the area.
Miss Sonia!
I guess it's time we also...
However,
Sonya already left with Gundam. Immediately shot down.
Oh my.
Huh? Aw, you got dumped. And they're kicking him while he's down.
Of course not!
I didn't get dumped. Why would I get dumped? In fact, I'm really popular. My mom tells me all the time.
Now then.
Time for me to get going too, so... Chiaki, would you like to go together?
Huh?
Yep.
I haven't really had a chance to talk to you, so I thought it would be a great opportunity.
For now.
Then take me with you too. 3 people is okay, right?
Huh?
That's fine, but... Oh, I get it. Kazuichi's trying to avoid Hajime. Huh?
Hey, hey, hey!
What are you talking about? Avoid Hajime? It's nothing like that. What do you mean?
Well...
Called a hunch, but maybe Kazuichi can't stop thinking about it, you know? The possibility that you're the traitor? What? I just said what Kazuichi was feeling.
I mean...
Well, you know... The truth is, we don't know anything about you, so it's not my fault if I don't trust you. What does that mean? I'm the guy that has made sure that we haven't all been killed in several different trials already. You should at least trust that. We've been together this whole time and you still don't know who I am?
That's obviously wrong.
I think that matters. It's not like I know the real you. Just like how we didn't know anything about Mikan. The real me?
Huh?
The only reason we're here is because you were the one who suggested we go on the funhouse, right? Okay, that's reasonable. Are you saying I lured you guys here? Why would I do that?
That's right.
It's not that far-fetched, you know. I'm sorry, Hajime. I really do want to trust you, but I just can't yet. That's why I'm going with Chiaki. It's not like I want to go with Nagito either. You're saying Nagito's more trustworthy than me? What the hell? Why did this happen?
Yep.
If that's the case, it is what it is. Why don't you come along with us, Kazuichi? But... It's fine, Chiaki. Just go.
Yep.
Got it. See you later. Bye. With that, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Nagito all left together to explore the area.
huh?
I guess we're the leftovers. Looks like we're not very well liked. It's not like complaining about it will change anything. We're just a traitor and a robot, after all. I'm not the traitor.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. My apologies. Oh, that's right. You're not the traitor, and I'm not a robot, okay? Let's just show everyone else the value in leftovers. Plus, a lot of the characters' sound effects, especially for Nekomaru and Akane, last really long. Like Akane stuffing food or crying, and Nekomaru's various grunts. He's got a real Dragon Ball Z powering up grunt to him, doesn't he? Let's magnificently find the exit with our very own hands. If we do that, it will solve everything. When people stop trusting you, it seriously sucks. No matter where I look, every area is decorated with strawberry patterns. I don't hate strawberries, but if these patterns continue, I might start to get sick of them.
oh,
According to Monokuma's map, the only thing on the 3rd floor is the park we're currently at. And it doesn't look like I don't... Then it looks like I don't have any business on this floor. Just so you know, Hajime, let me know whenever you're feeling thirsty. Is he talking about his soda fountain? I don't really want to drink anything that comes out of his eyes. Can I not click that? Oh. Okay, that is... No, you just have to get close enough.
Huh? I've been found?
Let's check our Tamagotchi. Into park. According to the map, there should be guest rooms in the lounge on the 2nd floor. Alright, I shall go explore the guest rooms. The lounge is all you. Got it. So this is the lounge. This is also completely covered in strawberries. It's going to be difficult to relax here. Guess for now I should look for things I might be able to use. Thanks to the wall clock, I know what time it is, but knowing the time isn't going to help. There's a telephone. The fact that there's a phone in this building is clearly suspicious. Will I be able to call somewhere with this? When I walked towards the telephone, I immediately noticed it. What is this? Instead of numbered buttons, there's just a single button with a grape image on it. But why grapes? Why not strawberries? Well, for now, I'll give it a press. Sounds like it's connecting to somewhere. But no one's picking up.
Let me tell you this.
What a mysterious device. May be used for summoning rituals. A novice shouldn't carelessly touch it. Probably not that dangerous. Aside from the button, it looks like any regular telephone. But it doesn't work like a normal telephone, and I don't even know where it was connecting to.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Jeez, what's happening? My 4 Dark Devas of Destruction are investigating the area, but it seems there's nothing of note to report.
Listen,
Why have you given up? There may still be something on this floor that we have not yet searched. Yeah, you're right. It's still too soon to give
I'll
up.
leave that matter to your discretion.
Alright, I should try exploring the first floor. Old portrait hanging on the wall. Why would there be a portrait in a place like this? It seems very out of place. Also, the placard on this portrait. Hope's Peak Academy founder, Izuru Kamukura. Why would a portrait of someone as important as the founder of Hope's Peak Academy be in a place like this? Also, this name. It's so hard to pronounce. Do not disagree. The Crummy Room. Oh, dang. I can see. It's indeed a crummy room. Any Monokumas? The busted monitor. I check all the rooms for hiding Monokumas. Hey there, spectator. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Your voice is inside. Sounds like someone's in there.
Hey, hey!
What did you want to talk about?
Well,
You know, I'm sure you don't want to hear this since I caused a similar incident. And I already know that a guy like me has no right to say this about you, but when I look at you, I just have to say something.
What?
Then spit it out.
hey,
You don't need to act so stubborn, you know? Because I know what you're going through.
Huh?
so,
The only reason you're standing here right now is because someone sacrificed himself for you. You feel guilty about that, isn't that right?
Like,
What are you talking about?
I know.
So you don't want to be honest about it, huh? Well, I understand that feeling too.
you?
What are you talking about?
So,
But like he said, it's better to just be alive. Might hurt looking at his painful appearance right now, but you're much better off because at least he's still alive. I mean, for me.
sorry.
Huh?
Are you crying? Right now, I feel very grateful to her, but I can't tell her that anymore.
So,
But you're different, so make sure you tell him how grateful you are.
Huh?
So what are you trying to say again? I quietly left the guest room. But there's a Monokuma right there. Yuhiko took the time to talk to her, but it looks like Akane didn't really understand the conversation. Not shocking. Even the doors to the different rooms are varying degrees of fancy. Okay, so a lot of the furnishings are fancier, but the eye socket lollipop holder, I feel, might be a bit off theme. Like rainbows and puffy clouds and hearts and gold trim and whatnot, and a skull with the eyes gouged out by lollipops. And you can't even click on it. They're like, no, this is normal. They flip out about the weirdest, inconsistent things. Wasn't anything terribly important on the third and second floors. That doesn't mean there's nothing here. I should look thoroughly. The final dead room. Well, that also is a different theme, you know? Elevator. And the Strawberry Hall. Well, the button panel is another grape. Isn't this an elevator? That's weird. The only stairs are between this building's second and third floors. Does this mean there's a basement? The button next to the door, a grape image. It's the same as the button on the lounge telephone. What will happen if I press it? Without really thinking about it, I tried pressing that button, but it's not reacting at all. Is it out of order? But do you have to, like, dial the grape and leave the phone off of its hook, then come down and press the grape button? I don't really get it, but looks like this elevator isn't usable. Door looks like it gives off a different vibe compared to everything else. Why do you think that? Horrible, you know, asymmetric clown face and blood-spattered letters surrounded by flowing strawberries. It seems to match perfectly. The final dead room?
Allow me to explain.
The final dead room is a challenge given to you by Headmaster Monokuma. Only those who win the life-threatening game that occurs in this room will be able to reach the Octagon, the fabled Holy Land, where the ultimate weapon sleeps. Now then, if you're feeling heroic and you're willing to risk your life to continue living, you should challenge the final dead room. Life-threatening game? What is that? Did you just say I can obtain the ultimate weapon if I win? How stupid. Who is going to do that? What is it, Hajime? Did you find something? That final dead room place sounds suspicious, but going inside might be a little dangerous. Monokuma did mention a life-threatening game.
Huh?
Not even worth playing if all you get after winning is a weapon.
Oh.
Now then, the others should be at the Strawberry Tower at the far back of Strawberry Hall.
Show some spirit!
So let's get going already. According to the map, Strawberry Tower is on the other side of this door. There's no doorknob. There's no way we can open a door like this. Maybe you just have to press the button that's next to the door? No, the one that says open? Wonder what that means. It's funny, it's spelled just like the word open. Wait, seriously?
Huh?
Anyway, I just have to press the button then? Nekomaru raised his right arm and vigorously slammed the button more times than he needed to. And now there is a grape door. So this is Strawberry Tower, huh? Building is shaped like a huge circle. Plus the ceiling is so high I can't really make it out.
Sheesh.
What are these bright red decorations? What terrible taste. Well, with a name like Strawberry Tower, I guess the terrible decorations are intentional. Right, this is Strawberry Tower, right? Then why do I see something that doesn't match the strawberry theme at all? The Grape Door. It's a huge door at the far back of the tower, but there's a grape image on it. Thought this was Strawberry Tower. Wait, this image, doesn't it match the one on the lounge phone and also the one near that first floor elevator?
Oh?
Perhaps this door might be the exit. Exit?
Huh?
Take a look at the map we received from Monokuma.
I see.
There's a door at the far back of Strawberry Tower, but nothing is drawn on the other side of that door. Doesn't this mean that the exit is on the other side of this door? Therefore, we must try to confirm it by I actually read pressing. By opening this door. Nekomaru let out a battle cry, grabbed the doorknob tightly with both hands, and attempted to pry it open. However, does this mean the doorknob won't budge, not even one bit? Is it locked? It appears to be locked tight.
Show some spirit!
In that case, I shall use my full power. The fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. But not yet. Here it comes, the incredible strength of 1 million horsepower. Wait, isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here. Well, that would be bad. So, shouldn't we discuss this with everyone else first before you attempt to force your way through?
I see.
You have a point.
Oh.
Very well, then. Even though the door would have opened soon, I'll give it a rest. I mean, it depends on what kind of mechanism the doorknob is connected to. If it's some sort of electronic mechanism, then breaking it might prevent it from opening. But the way they're describing it, it seems like a doorknob, like a standard, kind of like a bolt-style doorknob. Where if you rip the handle off, then it would be easier to open because you would have access to the mechanism, and they have an ultimate mechanic. If they'll listen to what I have to say, that is. Monokumas. Just me, or does it seem rowdy by the elevator over there? Did something happen? Rowdy.
Hiya!
How are you guys doing? Were you able to get a general idea of Strawberry House's side?
Huh?
Strawberry House's side? That's a strange thing to say. It sounds like there are other buildings.
Of course!
That's why there's this thing called a contact elevator.
Let me ask.
Contact elevator, you say?
Hey! Hey!
Even though it's an elevator, it's a big mistake to think it moves vertically. This is an elevator that travels along a rail, so even moving horizontally is easy as pie. And does this elevator go to a different building?
Yep.
That's right, to Grape House.
Huh?
Grape House?
Hey,
The Fun House is an enormous building that's made up of other buildings.
see ya later!
Well, we can worry about the details when we get to the Grape House. I'll be going on ahead.
Huh?
I don't really get it, but he just wanted to tell us to go to Grape House this time, right? And that we must ride that elevator, right?
Are we screwed?
What should we do?
Show some spirit!
We just have to go for it. The only way we can overcome this situation is make a move.
I mean...
But still, you know? What, you scared?
Of course not!
Why are you saying that in front of Miss Sonia? Fine, I'll go. I'm not scared at all. Yeah. Well, I don't have it as bad as Kazuichi, but I do have a bad feeling about this. Well, we can't just stand around here and do nothing. Let's go. When I pressed the great button next to the door, it immediately opened. We stepped into the elevator and off we went to Grape House. So they have reused the same general concept of the elevator to the trial room in this. I wasn't paying attention closely enough, but I wonder if this is the same poses, that they've just got essentially a layer that is the people standing in the elevator, where they can remove each person that's died, and that they were able to place it in a different elevator of similar dimensions. Is this already moving? If so, that'd be awesome.
So,
Hey,
I mean, it's not vibrating at all, right? This is probably a really high-performance elevator if it's not vibrating all that much. Maybe it's not actually moving. All right, let's open the door and make sure.
You must not!
Can't, it's too dangerous. After staying inside the vibration-free elevator, eventually the door in front of us suddenly opened. It's clearly a loading elevator. As in, zone loading is happening in the background, and the elevator only arrives at its destination once that loading is complete. So this is Grape House. No matter where I look, everything is plastered with grape patterns. I was already fed up with the strawberry patterns, but this is also unpleasant.
Welcome!
Now then, allow me to explain the Grape House.
What?
Ta-da! This is the Grape House in its entirety. Let's start explaining the first floor. Aside from the fact that there's no final dead room, it's basically no different than Strawberry House. Just like how there's a Strawberry Hall over here. Over there, there's a Grape Hall on this side. When you go through the Grape Hall, that means there's a Grape Tower. The second floor of Grape House is the same as the second floor of Strawberry House. I prepared 5 guest rooms of different types, along with a relaxing lounge. But the main attraction of Grape House is obviously the third floor, the Monokuma Archive. Everyone loves the Monokuma Archive. If you want to know about my proud accomplishments and contributions, feel free to study the literature there. Now then, this concludes the tour, but I believe it'd be difficult to understand if I just explain with words. So you should all use your own 2 feet to check out the inside of the building. Any questions? I'm starting to get hungry. Where's the food, anyway?
Huh?
Is that necessary?
Hey!
What are you saying? Of course it is. But it's supposed to be an escape game. So how can there be any tension if there's no time limit?
Yoo-hoo!
So I've decided to use your stomachs as the time limit.
don't tell me.
What do you mean?
In other words...
Simply put, it means kill someone before you starve to death. Okay, here's where the motivation takes a bad turn. Once again, this is Monokuma saying, I'll break the rules unless you kill someone. Same with the despair disease, aside from it being silly in concept. The despair disease was Monokuma saying, I'll cheat if you don't. By saying, I'm going to mess with your mind so much that you'll kill someone. Well, then they didn't break down and kill someone. Same with this. It's like, they're all going to starve, which would kill someone, and then he's broken the rules. Or they're only desperate because he's making them starve, which is outside the spirit of the game. So, this isn't a good motivation. So far, very consistently, Danganronpa 1 has had wildly better motivations.
Lies!
What the heck? If you're planning to kill someone, I highly recommend you make your kill as soon as possible. It'll be too late if you get so weak you have no energy to kill.
Hey!
Hold on.
What?
Starve?
Damn it!
How much more of this do we have to take until he's satisfied?
Damn it.
Was he serious about there being no food?
I don't want that!
No way, that's the one thing I don't want. I don't mind starving as long as I can eat. Just let me eat already. Oh. That's why, with her being so dismissive of Fuyuhiko when he was talking to her, it's like, yeah, you can believe it's reasonable to believe it's because she's, like, blocking that path of thinking, but you can also very much believe that it's just that she's that dense.
Sheesh.
As soon as she learned there was no food, she was overcome by hunger. Obsessions are truly annoying.
Fool.
But at least try to stay calm. Now's not the time for you to panic.
Hey,
I mean, you'll get vitamin deficiencies and similar. Like, you won't be getting any proteins or carbs, but unless it's diet cola, like a sugar-free cola, then he is dispensing a source of at least calories. So they could last a little longer that way. Not too much, but it is still caloric content. Cat check. Bed camera it is. We have Mason and Sammy. Well, being loud here isn't going to help us, so for now, we should explore the inside of the building too.
right?
After all, if you don't give up, we're sure to find hope. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Huh?
That's right.
All right.
Then let's get started. The same pairing as before is fine, right?
Hey, hey, hey!
Hold on, this time around I really want to pair up with Miss Sonia.
Like...
She already left with Gundam. It's like you're being avoided, not just rejected. Oh, everybody's getting a kick in on Kazuichi here today.
Hey,
Kazuichi, I understand that you're feeling down, but we better get along.
Damn right.
Akane, you too. How much longer are you going to stay shocked? Come on, let's go. With heavy steps, everyone left to explore Grape House.
Then...
Now then, where do we start? Since we're on the first floor, it might be okay if we start with Grape Tower.
I see.
So you're saying you're going to start with the most suspicious place. Then let's start with Grape Tower.
Show some spirit!
Anyway, let's find the exit. There's no way I'm going to let myself starve to death in here. Got the same general vibe. Just beyond this door, and just like Strawberry Hall, I only need to press this button.
Show some spirit!
Leave it to me. Raised his voice and vigorously slammed the button more times than he needed to. It's not opening. That's weird. When we were at Strawberry Hall, this should have opened.
What?
Don't tell me it's out of order. Find time for it to break down. Well, it obviously shouldn't. Ga-chunk. Did you hear something? That's when Nekomaru started shouting. The door opened. But what was the pause just now? Why didn't the door open right away?
I see.
So this is Grape Tower. The structure of this building doesn't seem all that different compared to Strawberry Tower. Yeah, you're right. The building is the same circular shape, and the ceiling is also just as high and hard to make out. However, this wall is green. Strawberry Tower's wall is red. Speaking of different, there's something blatantly different over there. On the Grape Tower door at the far back, there's a strawberry image on there. A strawberry door inside Grape Tower? That sounds complicated. The transition to robot made him very dumb. Apparently, the robot brain could not contain all of Nekomaru. It's like the opposite of Strawberry Tower. As I recall, there should have been a grape image on the far back door of Strawberry Tower.
Huh?
So on the strawberry side, there's a grape door, and on the grape side, there's a strawberry door. Sherbet some scratches here. That's even more complicated. However, this time, this door might connect to the outside.
I see.
It's obvious by looking at this map, since there's nothing beyond the far back door of Grape House.
Gah!
The only thing we can do is try it.
Hold it.
I heard what you guys were discussing, but it'd be pointless to even try, I think.
What?
What did you say? Before we go to that, why are you here, Chiaki? Weren't you with Nagito and Kazuichi? It's exhausting to be around those two. So you ran away.
Well,
That door doesn't lead outside. I think it's pointless to even try it out. Definitely. Definitely, you say? It's rare for Chiaki to be that certain.
yep.
I have good reason for it. I think I've found out the secret of the funhouse's structure. The secret of the structure?
Want me to tell you?
Do you want me to explain it to you? We'll pay close attention to each house's relative relationship to its respective tower.
Hey.
First, try to remember the first floor of Strawberry House. From the elevator, Strawberry Hall is on your left side, right? And if you walk along it, you'll end up at Strawberry Tower.
See?
On the other hand, Grape House, from the elevator, the Grape Hall is on the right-hand side. If you walk along it, you'll end up at Grape Tower, right? Now here comes the main point with those two buildings.
Whoa!
So you were here all along.
Hey!
Don't go running off on your own.
Hey.
You disappeared so suddenly, I was worried about you. Kazuichi, Nagito.
You...
Thanks to your disappearance, I was left all alone with Nagito.
Man,
Was that annoying for you?
that's right!
Yeah, it was. I don't want to be alone with a creep like you.
This is troubling.
See, so it's not just Hajime. You don't trust me either, huh, Kazuichi?
Hey,
Are you okay? Have you stopped trusting other humans? Cute.
shut up! Shut up!
Well, yeah, thanks to you.
Huh?
Oh, you all came. Good timing. We didn't have to waste any time gathering people.
Huh?
That was quick. I thought your investigations would take more time.
Well, yeah.
There aren't many areas to search, and we didn't find any good clues.
Damn it.
Right now, the only thing I found out is
I don't get this at all.
there's seriously no food anywhere. This ain't funny at all.
Damn it!
I heard that's a super painful... it's super painful to die from starvation. Before that happens, why don't we, the hamsters that Gundam carries around?
You insolent fool!
What are you implying?
That was close.
Kazuichi, you should be grateful to Sonya. If you got your hands on my 4 Dark Devas of Destruction, your body would be incinerated by hellfire.
Hey.
But are the hamsters going to be okay without food?
I shall engulf this world.
Fortunately, the flowers blooming in Strawberry House's indoor park are cursed flowers from Hell's Garden. As long as those seeds are there, the four dark devas of destruction shall not lose a single hit point. I'm relieved to hear that.
Oh,
Let's listen to your reports and see what you guys have found. Personally, I'd rather let Chiaki continue her talk, but oh well, I should listen to what everyone has to say.
Now then.
Is it fine if Gundam, Fuyuhiko, and I represent our teams and give the reports?
Damn right.
Yeah, I don't mind. Rejoice, mongrels, I've discovered something that you fiends will be happy to hear about.
Of course!
Our team's discovery is number 1. We shall not lose. I think their priorities are off slightly.
Damn right.
I'm sure the others already know, but let me tell you just in case. The second floor of Grape House also has guest rooms similar to the ones on the second floor of Strawberry House. But instead of being covered with strawberry patterns, they're covered with grape patterns.
Also,
Like the guest rooms, there's a similar lounge here as well. There's also a phone in the lounge too. However, instead of a grape button, it has a strawberry button.
now then.
I'm guessing at this point, but it's possible that we can use those two phones to communicate with each other.
For sure.
So the picture on the buttons shows where each phone connects to. The picture on the buttons shows where each phone connects to. That's probably it. Now then, I shall present to you my
Let
discovery.
me tell you this.
I won't let you say such nonsense as I forgot. Monokuma said it himself when we arrived here. He said there are ship parts in the funhouse.
Hey,
Could it be? Kazuichi, and you lowly humans,
kneel.
fall to your knees and show your gratitude to me, the overlord of ice of the destroyed world of death. Feast your eyes on this. Behold, a motor. It's a ship part. Based on its extremely small size, isn't that... That's just a radio-controlled toy.
Fine.
Allow me to tell you a little old story. I was born as a result of a union between a human and a demon, and my existence was shunned by both races. Perhaps it's because nobody has ever bought me a toy before, but I believe this is truly remarkable.
shut up! Shut up!
Not asking about that. You mean the ship part you found was just some radio-controlled toy?
Loser!
You totally got tricked. I never said a single word about the ship being real. Stupid, idiot, moron. Looks like we don't even have the strength to get upset. Might be better if we leave him alone for a while. So it was definitely a waste of time to believe Monokuma. If so, what he said about our student profiles might be a lie too. Well, they are parts to a boat. If it's a radio-controlled toy boat, it's still a boat. It's a little harder to do that with the student profiles. You know, they could be parody profiles. Maybe that's what he's going for. But our situation is getting so grim that I can't really focus on that right now. Personally, I'd rather let Chiaki continue, but the other reports...
Now then.
Allow me to give you a brief report.
Someone like me?
Since I'm the one that made this discovery, it's just as important as I am.
No good at all.
Which means it's not that important at
Hey,
all.
bastard!
Just hurry up and say it. It's about the third floor of Grape House.
See?
Remember what Monokuma said about a Monokuma archive on the 3rd floor? I actually tried to go there.
Jeez.
Like the name suggests, it was an archive full of stuff about Monokuma. It reminded me of those celebrities who build their memorial house in their hometown.
Hmm.
And it looks like we don't ever need to go in there, ever.
Actually,
Also, I found a lost child at the Monokuma archive. A lost child?
what?
Where did she go?
Hey!
Don't just hide, come on out. Hello. So the lost child was you.
Right?
That's how people react, right? Well, I had a general idea of how you would all react.
Boo-hoo.
It's okay, I won't be depressed anymore. I'm used to being treated so poorly. How sad. It's so sad to get used to it. She seems a little tense. Did Monokuma bring you here as well, Monomi? I'm so ashamed of myself for getting carelessly tricked by him.
No!
I'm a failure as a teacher. I have no right to guide anyone.
Like...
Nobody here considers you a teacher to begin with. But I'm honestly happy that you're here. Huh? Are you a complete stuffed animal? Is there any part of you left that's still rabbit meat?
No!
I'm expected to be food?
Hey.
That was the last report, right? Then is it okay if I go on now? This is what you mentioned earlier, right? About the structure of the funhouse?
Let me ask.
The structure?
Well,
Well, I've come to a conclusion. The grape tower that we're currently and the that we're in currently and the strawberry tower that we were in earlier, I think they're actually the same building. The 2 towers are the same building, you say? And what makes you think that?
see?
Their positions.
Well,
Inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left. But inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is facing the elevator. And so, if we think about it, you put these two together, the 2 towers are the same building and each house connects to the center. That's the building structure that comes to mind. Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are the same building? But that might be a possibility. Take a look at this door. Isn't that strawberry image the same one that's on the elevator and the telephone? Then in the same way, wouldn't that image on the door also be showing where it leads to?
I see.
If that's the case, it would mean that Strawberry House is beyond that door with the strawberry image on it. As well as the opposite. The grape door that was at Strawberry Tower would lead to Grape House. Meaning we opened the Grape Hall's door when we came in here.
so...
Meaning, depending on which door we use, this tower changes to either Strawberry Tower or Grape Tower.
Perhaps...
Which means when you look at the other side of Grape Hall, of the Grape Hall door that we used to come in here,
Yep.
the grape pitcher should actually be on here.
Hey,
All we got to do is confirm it, right? We can close that door from the other side. That might be impossible.
huh?
Why? Hajime and Nekomaru were the first to enter the Grape Tower, right? What's wrong with that?
Well,
When you two entered Grape Tower from Grape Hall, didn't it take a little while for the door to open after you pressed the button? Huh?
see?
So just as I assumed, how you know? When I was walking around by myself, I went back to Strawberry Hall for a while. I felt like there was still something I missed when suddenly the Strawberry Hall door automatically closed in front of me.
Huh?
The door automatically closed.
Yep.
And afterward, no matter how much I pressed the button, the Strawberry Hall door wouldn't open. But why?
Perhaps.
The doors to Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower must be designed so that only one can open at a time.
See?
I mean, if both doors opened at the same time, we'd easily find out that both towers are the same building. If that happens, it wouldn't be a funhouse anymore, right? Then the reason the Strawberry Hall door automatically closed in front
So
of you,
what I mean is...
was it because we opened the Grape Hall door?
Yep.
When that happened, the Grape Hall door didn't open because it was waiting for Strawberry Hall's door to close. If you think about it like that,
Right.
it makes sense, right? You're saying all this hard stuff I don't get, but aren't you forgetting the most basic problem? The color of the walls in Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are completely different, you know. No way they're the same building.
You don't know?
They're just a bunch of lights on the floor being shined on the wall. By reflecting a colored light onto a white wall, makes it look like the wall color has changed.
Wait.
Then what about the pictures on the picture on the floor? Is that different too? Maybe the floor is just a screen and the picture is being projected from beneath the floor. In fact, when you look at it closely, it's not a picture that was actually drawn on the floor.
I got it.
See, then it's safe to say we're in the same building, right?
But...
It's a very important problem, so isn't it better if we test it out? Test? For example, we should leave something behind here, and we'll go to Strawberry Tower.
Right?
And if it's still there, we can conclude that they're the same building, right?
I see.
Want me to stay then?
Hold on.
No, that's impossible. There's a sensor preventing that. Sensors?
Huh?
Don't you feel it? There are countless sensors plastered all over the tower's walls and floor.
Fool.
Why can't you notice them?
Hey, hey!
I'm more surprised that you actually noticed them.
Huh?
My guess is that that sensor can probably detect any movement within the tower. And when it reacts, it prevents the door from opening. I knew there'd be at least something like that.
Hey.
By the way, how good is that sensor's performance? It's quite high performance. It seems that it can even detect your heartbeats and breathing patterns.
I get it.
And it'd be completely impossible for someone to stay behind. Have the robot stay behind.
Hey, hey!
What about Nekomaru? He's a heartless robot. I have a motor running inside me. It's as good as any human heart. Well, there we go. Problem solved.
But...
If you're in sleep mode, that function will come to a stop too, right?
Sheesh.
Like you said, if I ceased all functions with sleep mode, the sensors wouldn't detect it, but...
Shashing!
Do you need to go that far to test it? I won't tolerate any robo-prejudice. Sorry, you're right. Once I enter sleep mode, I will not regain consciousness until the goodnight switch is pressed again, or if my chest alarm goes off. I'm a little concerned about being left alone in that state.
You insolent fool!
It's far too dangerous, even as an experiment. It is possible that we might violate the laws of robotics.
Hey, hey.
Those tend to be the other way only. Then why don't we just use this? My student handbook. I'll leave this handbook here and we'll all move over to Strawberry Tower. And if by chance the handbook is still there, we can safely say that the two towers are the same, right? Alright, let's try this. We left behind Chiaki's e-handbook right away. We left Grape Tower and made our way to Strawberry Tower. Sakura. A very crude rendering of Sakura. Like, chonky 3D model. And the eyes are all buggy. It's a bronze statue of an ogre. Why is this ogre statue wearing a sailor uniform? And then the nameplate is ogre. Here's the bathroom.
What happened?
Go that way, we have to go this way.
I see. I see.
Say, this elevator is rather quiet. It's like the Toad's wart. Oh wait, never mind.
Hey.
Toad's wart? What's she talking about? Doesn't feel like we're moving extremely fast. Seems it's moving very slowly. If so, the two houses might be surprisingly close. Two towers are connected in the middle. The distance between them shouldn't be that much. Alright, let's head over to Strawberry Hall. Oh, 1 second. Check the Tamagotchi. Flush, flush. Bribe. Some salt. Press the button.
Hey, hey.
Then I shall press it. Wait, step aside, you fiends. Huh?
Emissary of evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Go, my 4 dark devas of destruction!
Here's through, Supernova Silver Fox Sandy. Click. You press the button. Truly, this is the Skyline Lamentation art of the Demon Mouse. Soon the door of destiny shall open.
Wow.
Your hamsters are truly skilled.
So you have appeared.
See, your eyes managed to follow Sandy's movements. As expected of the Dark Lady, you have my praise.
Amazing.
Truly amazing. You must have a strong, trusting relationship with them.
Thank you.
Aww.
Huh?
Didn't need to bother making your hamster press it. Just as I thought, it's taking a while to open. Considering what we discussed earlier, the sensors will confirm that nothing is moving inside the tower, then wait for the other door to close. That moment I heard a loud sound from the other side.
My.
Look over there. When we set foot inside Strawberry Tower, Sonia raised her voice. I looked where she was pointing. It's there, the handbook.
Yep.
No doubt, this is my student handbook.
Huh?
The handbook Chiaki left in Grape Tower is here. Then that means, it seems we've confirmed it.
Yep.
Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the same building. And depending on whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, the tower becomes either Strawberry Tower or Grape Tower.
Huh?
And that door over there with the grape image on it,
I see.
it's not the exit, but it appears it's connected to the Grape House's Grape Hall.
This is troubling.
But it also means that we have no idea where the exit is.
Hey.
Well, I guess that can't be helped. There's no way we'd actually find the exit that easily. Well, anyway, I'm surprised. I can't believe you already uncovered a secret like this. As expected of Chiaki, you're truly amazing. Normally, all you do is stare into space, but at times like this, you really pull through for us.
However.
Why was this building designed so strangely?
You're so evil.
There's probably no reason. It's simply because it's a fun house. It's all the reason Monokuma needs. Who are you again?
That's...
It's Mono-me. Why did you forget about me? reminds me. Whatever happened to the Monokuma announcement?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Shashing!
According to my internal clock, it's already past 10.
Oh my.
Is it that time already?
Damn it.
Despite that, why hasn't there been a Monokuma announcement?
Monokuma appears!
And it switched over to the nighttime UI. The blue color? Allow me to answer. Every single day up until now, I have consistently let you know when it's morning and night. And thanks to that, you've been able to live a normal life.
You guys.
Did you guys mistake me for some kind of pretty alarm clock?
Hello.
Ah, well, it's totally true that I am pretty, but what are you trying to say? For the time being, the Monokuma announcements are on hiatus. You can't go outside and there's no windows, so it's not like it matters if it's morning or night. Also, I've been thinking of a little something to replace the Monokuma announcement.
I don't like this.
So this is further emphasis that that Nekomaru's clock will be relevant. His sleep function and the clock are going to be relevant. What's wrong with him? Well, if there's no announcements, we can just look at the clock. Both Strawberry House and Grape House have clocks in their first floor lounges. Even if I don't look at a clock, I have my internal clock, so it's no problem for me anyway. It's already past 10, right? I'm starting to feel sleepy after hearing that. Since we don't have food, it might be better if we rest and conserve our energy.
Hey.
For now, let's just decide our room assignments. Each house has 5 guest rooms, so we should first decide who's going to stay in which house. Why don't we make things simple and split them between boys and girls?
Yes.
Yes, let's do that.
Man.
That's a bummer, but I guess it makes sense.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Then,
Now
ladies
then,
first.
Let us begin.
Now then, kittens, choose which house you would like. Let's just choose Grape House. Starting at a red room is just going to staring at a red room is just going to strain my eyes.
Oh!
And the men shall have Strawberry House. Strawberry men are known for passion.
Hey.
Also, each house had guest rooms of varying qualities, right?
Damn right.
Wasn't it 2 deluxe rooms, 1 standard room, and 2 crummy rooms?
For now.
You need to decide those next, huh? But there are only 5 rooms in each house, right? Then 1 guy will be left over. And that means there's only one appropriate way to settle this. Appropriate way? Rock, paper, scissors, of course. Suddenly the rock, paper, scissors battle between 5 guys had begun. And the result? I ended up winning so easily. That's right, I totally forgot that Nagito is the ultimate lucky student. So I take second, that's fine. I was getting bored of always being on top.
Huh?
Phrasing. It's decided you 2 will get a deluxe room. Now then, regarding the 3rd winner, it's me. I will be resting in the standard room.
Damn right.
Me and Kazuichi are next. So I get a crummy room, huh? It's better than rooming with someone. That's unfortunate, Hajime. You can rest in the lounge, but try not to catch a cold.
Hey.
How about you Grape House girls? Did you all pick your rooms as well? We had a brief discussion and settled things smoothly. Sanya and I have a deluxe room, and apparently Akane wants one of the crummy rooms.
Huh?
Why did you choose a crummy room? There's still a standard room left over.
Not like that.
It's good enough for me. You guys might think it's pretty crappy, but it's a palace compared to my home. So there is a standard room and a crummy room left? Hajime, if you would like, please use one of them. Huh?
Hey, hey, hey!
You can't do that.
Oh my.
Why not?
Well...
I mean, it's dangerous. Hajime might be the traitor, you know? What are you saying?
Miss Sonia?
What am I... Huh?
So,
We haven't doubted Hajime at all.
like,
Even I don't think he'd try to trick us. Seems that you're the only one who thought Hajime is suspicious.
Hey!
Of all people, you're gonna say that? You're really gonna say that?
Right?
You can use one of our leftover rooms. Thank you. Feel bad about using the standard room, so I'll stay in the crummy room. But even so, it really helps that I have a place to sleep.
Oh!
Now then, it's decided we should turn in for today.
Aw, man.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. And so all the guys except me ended up staying the night on the second floor of Strawberry House. And all the girls, plus my leftover self, stayed on the second floor of Grape House. Just as I thought I was forgotten. I'm used to it after all. So this is the second floor of Grape House. Choosing Grape House was definitely a good decision. What do you mean? You see, Strawberry House is quadrilateral, but Grape House is hexagonal. That means this place is far more spacious. It is quite a good bargain. For a princess, you sure do think about petty stuff.
Sleepy.
She has some of that, like, it's still the secluded nobility vibe where, where she acts like she doesn't know about common things, but, it also has the very small nation vibe of she still has to consider mundane things. Like, you know, room layouts, and you'd almost expect her to know about being thrifty. So, Sleepy, the deluxe rooms are the two rooms at the far back, right? Is it okay if we go already?
Yo,
The two rooms at the front are the crappy rooms, right? Hajime, you use the room next to the lounge.
Then,
So the standard room across from the lounge will remain
easy
unoccupied.
as pie.
I shall prepare nameplates for our rooms later. I shall also include portraits of everyone's face. Really don't need to draw our faces, but the nameplates might be a good idea.
Good night.
For reaching the limits of her sleepiness, Chiaki staggered over to her deluxe room. It is interesting that we're going back to the closed room concept of Danganronpa 1. To some extent, they really should have stuck with that in the first place. It creates a much stronger... If it's a killing game like this, where the concept is you don't want to kill, but there is an incentive to do so. So it's kind of the prisoner's dilemma kind of thing, where if everybody plays nice, then nobody suffers. But if somebody breaks the rule or goes for the big victory, then they could lose big, or everybody else loses big. In that scenario, with that scenario, it feels like it's a stronger, like, avoid killing game. A big island like they're on for most of Danganronpa 2 so far is much more suited to things like, you know, the original Battle Royale and similar, where being able to avoid other people is a core element, and having all that space lets you try to do that. So in the sense of this game, it makes more sense to force people to be together, because that means the risk of a killing is higher, the opportunity of a killing is higher, when the people ideally don't want that to happen to anybody. As opposed to, like, in a Battle Royale kind of killing game where your goal is to survive it and have everyone else die. In that case, having more room to hide is to your advantage, and it creates a tension of which people bump into each other.
Good day.
Now then, I shall retire for the evening as well. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow. After exchanging good nights, everyone went to their guest rooms. I should get some sleep, too. I think I was assigned the crummy room that's next to the lounge. Let's check the standard room of Grape House. Oh, nope, it bounces me off. It's a surprisingly shabby guest room. Just noticed, one way to look at the wallpaper in the room is as if it's meant to be rain. Shouldn't be talking like that. For now, I need to endure it no matter what. No matter what happens, I will definitely prevent a killing from happening. No, you won't. I won't let Monokuma gets what he wants. Yes, you will. Because the game has to continue. Let's see. Dash dot 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 dash dot. It's Morse code, but I can't read Morse code.
To tell you the truth, I'm out of ideas.
This concludes Monokuma Theater, Morse Code Edition. Morning already? Maybe? Now that there are no Monokuma announcements, I don't feel like my usual self anymore. There should be a clock in the lounge. Oh, we got the door signs again. Time is 9 a.m. It's later than I'm used to waking up, but I guess it still counts as morning. What should I do now? This kind of situation, panicking will accomplish nothing. Might be better if I spend time like I normally do for as long as I can. I should find someone to talk to. It might be a good idea to just stay in my room and conserve my energy. Okay, it's very early for our time limit, folks, but I'm gonna stop here for today. Don't have as much energy as I'd like, so we're gonna take this opportunity. I hope everybody had a good time watching today. We are going to be trying a new game tomorrow. Your Turn to Die. We'll see how that one turns out. It is supposed to be another, like, detective / deductive mystery kind of game with a killing aspect to it. From the looks of it, there's a lot of mini games involved. But again, it is early access. It is not complete. It seems that they're finishing chapter by chapter right now. So we'll see how that goes, and maybe it'll be something that we keep playing. Until then, I hope you have a good evening, and I will see you later.